Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the channel today. In today's video, I want to do a play watch. It's going to be a new thing I'm going to start adding to the channel about players that have caught my eye. It's not just Manchester City stuff. I want to add this to the channel as well. So yeah, it's going to be a play watch episode. I'll be bringing these out maybe a couple of times a week. I just think it's a good idea with there being no football on lately. And it's something I'm looking forward to doing. So it's not just going to be players Manchester City are after, or might be a Man City player. It could be any player that I've watched and I want to talk about. I think they deserve to be talked about, and I want to, explain to you guys ones to watch out for. So yeah, today's player watch, I'm going to talk about a player called Ben White, who's currently on loan at Leeds United from Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, this is a player that's really caught my eye and attention before before the football started getting called off and with the virus. I'd watched a lot of Leeds games on telly, and there was one player that really stood out for me, really caught my eye. Now, he's been linked with big money moves in real life to Liverpool, Man United, Man City, a few of the big clubs in England, and this player's really caught my eye. He looks a really, really good player. He could be a future England international, you could say. So, yeah, it's Ben White, and I'm just going to talk about him now. I've got some notes here about him that I've made. So, yeah, Ben White, I'll just give you some details about him. So Ben White, he's been watched by, as I said, Man United, Liverpool, Man City. He's been linked with a £20 million move to these clubs. He is on loan from Brighton, Hove Albion at Leeds United. He's been one of Leeds' standout players this season in their successful season in the Championship. Um, he's only 22 years old, so he's very young, very a lot of time to develop. As I said, he's played every game for Leeds this season. What's been a successful season for them? 37 games he's played in every one of them. I think he's played like every game as well, every 90 minutes and all of them games. So he's a phenomenal presence for them. Um, as I said, he's been one of their best players since he signed for them. Came through the Brighton Hove Albion youth ranks. Started his career at Southampton as a young kid, but unfortunately got released. That's when he went to Brighton as a very young kid and developed there. And obviously he's had loan moves out. I'm going to discuss them now. He's been on loan. He was on loan at Peterborough United last season for the second half of last season, I believe. And then the season before that, the 17-18 season, he was on loan at Newport. Played about every game for them. He'll have been even younger then. Was one of Newport's best players that season. As I said, he played literally every game for them. Standout performer for them. He's never played a first team competitive match for Brighton, which really surprised me, to be honest. Surprised Brighton haven't really realised this guy's talent. And obviously, they've loaned him out several times. Obviously, being at Leeds at the moment, I actually thought they were going to call him back in January. I know Brighton, to be fair, well solid at centre back. It's probably their strongest area of their squad. So it's probably why they loaned him out to Leeds. To be honest, I can see why, and he's obviously paid off. 'Cause he's done very well. As I said, he's been with big money moves. But yeah, surprised he's never played a first team competitive game for Brighton yet. But you never know what'll happen in the future, I guess. Never been called up for England at any level as well, not even youth level, which again took me by surprise because I was just surprised he didn't play for England at like under 17 level. I thought he'd have been capped at under 21 level, but he hasn't been yet. He's still eligible, of course. I know he's 22, but you can be called up. You're technically eligible. So yeah, that surprised me as well. I think if there was an ex-England under the 21 squad, I'm sure he'd be in it. I'm more than sure with his performances for Leeds this season. But you never know. He could, if he really pushes on next season, whenever the season will start again, he could either stay at Leeds, play for them in the Premier League. He could get an England call up, go back to Brighton, play for them, or get one of these big money moves. So he could be in the England Euro squad if he keeps his solid performances up. You just never know, guys. I guess. So yeah, never been capped for England at any level. He has been watched by Gareth Southgate this season. Gareth Southgate's been spotted at Leeds matches. The England manager, he's been watching him and Calvin Phillips, his Leeds United teammate. So, as I say, you never know. Obviously, Gareth Southgate, he's caught the eye of him. And he's been watching his performances at Leeds. So, yeah, I'm sure Gareth Southgate will be watching him more often. So, some more stuff about Ben White. In December 2019, which was just recently, he won the EFL Championship Best Young Player by Sky Sports. So Sky Sports picked him to win that. As I said, it's a huge honour. So obviously, when Leeds have played on Sky, he's obviously impressed the Sky Sports team for them to vote him their young player. I don't know what it was. It was EFL Championship Best Young Player. So he's obviously won that, and he's obviously caught the eyes of the Sky team as well to win that award. So yeah, fair play. As I said as well, he's been a huge part of Leeds' success this season. He's been watched by plenty of clubs. So yeah, I'm going to talk about him myself now, and I'll give you the details. This is a player to watch out for me. He's very tall, present centre back, very good in the air from what I've seen. He's technically very good as well. Good passer of the ball. He's good with the ball at his feet as well. He hasn't scored a goal for Leeds this season, which took me by surprise because I thought with his presence and his height, he'd be going up for the corners and scoring some. But no, he hasn't scored for Leeds this season, which one thing that did surprise me. But if you look at his aerial duels, he's won a lot of them. He's won a lot of tackles. He's went in for. As I said, he's just a very, very good out and out centre back, and the fact he's English as well is even better. Could be a future England international. Yeah, never know. And obviously his performances have been that good for Leeds this season. Big Premier League clubs, including my club, Manchester City, and several others, Liverpool, the main one, have been looking at this guy. So I think it just shows how good of a player he is. Gareth Southgate, he's caught the eye of Gareth Southgate as well. But yeah, Leeds have had a good season this season. I think this guy has been the heart of their defence, their best defender in my opinion, and they haven't conceded a lot purely because of him. Yeah, he's been a big part of Leeds' success this season at the heart of their defence. As I said, winning aerial duels, winning headers, winning tackles, very composed on the ball, very good in the air, big, big, big presence in very good player. And he's definitely, I think you want to watch out for me, and I'm going to be keeping a closer eye on him. I think we'll see if he gets a big move. We'll see if he goes back to Brighton, maybe plays for them. Whether he'll stay at Leeds next season, unknown again, and if they get promoted to the Premier League, you just never know, do you? I think if I had to say like something that had happened, I do think Brighton would want him back, and I do believe if Leeds get promoted, they'll want him to go there again for another season, and then he could get the big move in. I'm not sure. I think the big move might be too soon at the moment because he could just go to one of these big clubs and get frozen out, never play, or they could loan him out. But he's definitely one to look out for. He's one that's really caught my eye. I think he's a great player. He's caught my eye for some time now. Could be in the England squad, you never know, as I said. But yeah, keep an eye on him, guys, because I think he's a great player and he's got a big, big future ahead of him. One to look out for 100%. Hope you enjoyed this video. There's plenty more videos, player watch videos coming out like this where I'm going to be picking out players that I've watched and have caught my eyes that might be a bit under the radar, that might not be spoke about a lot, but I'm going to talk about them. It's something I'm going to bring to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, there's plenty more exciting videos coming up. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later, guys.